Nifty. The Nifty is inching closer to the 5250 mark. On the Sensex front, we managed to close higher than the 17,500 mark. The broader markets were quiet. We saw a gain of about 0.3%. The breadth, like yesterday, was on the weaker side, so about 4 stocks gained for every 5 which declined. And on the volume front, it didn't quite compare to yesterday, so about 93,000 crores is what we have seen. We had a new listing today, United Bank of India. Not such a bad opening tick on that one, nearly about 10% higher. It had a valuation cushion going for itself, but it did close off the day's high by nearly 12%. So at close, it showed a gain of about 4%. But apart from that, the entire banking space was the one which held out on its own. So that index showed an uptick of about 0.6%. A couple of the private banks like ICICI Bank and Axis Bank did quite all right, so up about 1.5%. In the metals pack, both JSW Steel and SEAL closed up in the green with a gain of about 2%. In IT, it was a mixed bag for the frontliners. So while Infosys looked weak with a cut of about 2%, TCS was the one which held up, so a gain of about 1.7 on that one. But apart from that, in the frontliners, it was Idea which looked very smart in trade. So that was the star performer in the index pack with a gain of about 4.5%. JP Associates, which had an okay session yesterday, and we had the management on the channel and quite optimistic on the cement business. Stock closed up with a gain of about 2.5%. But on the losing side, both M&M and ONGC in the big stocks closed with some amount of red on the screen. So M&M lost about 3%. ONGC, the other heavyweight, knocked about 1.8%. But outside the index, lots of stocks were buzzing. One was Escomar, which is planning a Reed and Taylor IPO. So that boosted Escomar's, which closed up with a gain of about 12%. TDML, which has now got 900 crores plus in terms of cash after selling out its JV, its star business, closed up with a gain of about 4.5%. And Piramal Life Sciences had 2 very good sessions. So once again, a double-digit gain on this one, up 11.5%. But on the losing side, Texmo has lost flavor with the market, so it closed with a cut of about 18%. Huge volumes traded on that one.
Thanks for that, Reema. We are closed for the day, but here's how the European markets are trading right now. The FTSE and DAX are flat, while the CAC is marginally down. The US futures also marginally down at the moment. Moving on now to the new listing, that of the United Bank of India, which made a decent debut on Dalal Street, listing a 15% premium to its issue price of 66 rupees, but soon